Sorry guys, I had a phone call coming in, so that kind of got chopped up. But it calls us back to this right here. We're on a soul journey. Holy Father, thank you so much. Thank you so much for using these cards as your messages. For use them as your tools, Holy Father. Use them as your tools to deliver this message unto your wheat field. Thank you so much. Thank you for using me as your willing messenger to deliver the messages for self-edification onto source, edification onto your wheat field, so that they may edify you. And as we unite, we will journey back to you for edification. Is there anything else I should pray? No, thank you. Ashe. Yeah, guys. Sorry about that. This is Lots D Channel Messenger. Part 1. These will go up together. I got a phone call coming in. I always forget to turn my ringer off so that doesn't happen. So it'll be a part 1 and a part 2 in this. This will be very quick. So if you get this one first, please go back and watch the daily episode for today. I think it's November 2nd, 2022. Yeah. Is there anything in here, Father? Please. Thank you. Is this it? All right. Father says envy. Envy is here. I am the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. That's what I was literally saying, I think, before the video cut off or came in or something like that, that we are all going through these losses together. You know, we started off, and I probably would have to show the spread. Do you want this one? Anything else in here? No. Okay. So let me just try and run through this really quick, just in case you don't want to pop over and see the other video. We started off with talking about these deaths that are happening. You know, yesterday was very high energy in terms of the loss to the Migos Takeoff, who was killed, and he actually was killed in the same fashion that one of my relatives, one of my rellies were killed, shot in the head at a dice game. You know, just nonsense, utter nonsense. And my relly was young too, young man with extreme loss of potentiality, you know, and not seeing how we don't have to lean into that hood culture in order to survive, you know. And did he have all the resources? No, he didn't. But he did have support in ways where he could have made different choices. But that wasn't the path. And that's not what happened. And we feel like these instances, like, we are all experiencing them together. My rally passed over 10 years ago, but it still makes it feel fresh when you see another person go through it, because compounding loss keeps you in a grieving state. And we, as a collective, are moving from sadness to anger to denial to sadness to anger and denial, and there's very little surrenderance or acceptance to get through the grief process, right? Spirit says that all of this, yeah, we are on a voyage. We're moving through life, and we do have the answers. We do have the answers, because we are combating a lot of death here. Completed cycles, things that we may have completed, feel like we're completed too early, and paying honor and homage to them. And our joy is in the reverse, and I'm rightfully so, because of the hurt and the grief, right? Spirit told us that our emotions are running low. People are not only sad and grieved, excuse me for that distortion, but people are not only sad and grief, but they are giving up. Like, it's such a low place that, you know, it's like, what do you do to pull yourself up out of it? The ability to clear that out and cancel and release is inhibited. It is also in reverse, right? In envy, we were looking at that, because I was saying, like, we are all feeling it, because we all go through the same situations. We as a collective are losing so many people, just loss after loss after loss after loss, and we are all experiencing these loss. We saw so many people take to social media again to express concern. Not only why were you there, to how are people just filming his death as he's passing to post it on social media for a gain or benefit onto self without any care of privacy onto the family or what those images will do in the media. Spirit said we needed healing energy. Healing energy. That is what's required at this time. To heal ourselves, to come together in that right. And I have no idea how I'm going to get these messages mashed together, or if I can even do that with my little limited technology. So if you guys want to go back and watch the first half, we definitely had a conversational discussion about a lot of these things, which I don't even have the energy to kind of run back through all of them right now. I just don't. But I think, is there a message that we need to close out with? Yes. What would you like to say? Yes. Spirit called us right back here to the fact that we have the answers. We do. I spoke about being a student of spirituality for pretty much my entire life. So if you want to, see where I get some of this stuff from, feel free to go watch that other episode. But the ability to self-discover and to lean into self, to see what it is that we're doing, to analyze our thoughts and our actions. We had that in our So As a Man Thinketh, we're reading right now too. And it's over there. Okay. It's on the other side of the room in my other little reading spot up here. But putting some thought into what we're thinking. It's a practice of letting your thoughts roll past your mind like your eyes and look at them and discern why you're thinking this. What is the purpose behind this thought? What is it going to benefit? Is it beneficial just to me? And it's not something that I would even serve up to God. Like, I would not want to do that. You might want to think about it. Is it something that you could serve to self and God, but you don't really want to serve onto your fellow wheat field, your fellow peers? Understanding your why is a thing. People can take their journey in whatever direction they want to take their journey. It's very personal. But on your journey, if you self-discover, you'll realize that you already have the answers. And it'll help us with, moving through these grief phases and to discover, to complete the cycle, to let things go. And it's hard. We are all journeying and working on that in our own way. Because it's very, very personal. And as these instances come up and we have to re-deal with it, we recognize that maybe we're not done processing. I definitely did. I felt it, very visceral, very upset, upset because of the loss of life. Loss of the lives of my brothers, my brothers, my nephews, my uncles, my cousins. I see you all as fam, and it hurts when we lose them like that, when we lose our men. Not only do we lose our men to violence and just nonsense, but the relations that we have with our men are so strained because of what these images are doing to the household. And it is a tactic that is, we've been in a phase where people are separating our households with intention, intentionally separating us. And it's sad. And when we see, all of these different in-sales and out-sales and, vitriol that's just being spit, it's like, where is the love? Where is a high vibrational love from at least a bare minimum standpoint? And that bare minimum is sympathy and empathy and compassion. Leaning into understanding. How often do we see that? Or what, even if that is there, what is promoted? and why. And we know the why. We know that, it's a reason why media wants to show violence. It's a reason why media wants to show the black woman as a sex kitten. It's a reason why social media is promoting the fact that men and women cannot get along. Is a reason for all of this. And we know that the reasons are to perpetuate separatism and division and to sow division. We know the reason is because there is power in our unity. There is power in the unity of creation itself. When we can see how all of creation is connected and all of creation gives back to itself for the betterment and the growth of itself, we can see how we are all operants in that same system to grow in intelligence and connectivity, to strengthen on self-edification, edification unto others, so that we can unite and edify the source, edify creation itself. That's powerful. And there are energies that would prefer that never happened. There's energies that's shown up on that Matrix Agent Smith that would rather tear the creation apart before it allows it to be whole or realize and know that it's whole. On this day, I pray that you know that you are whole and you are complete, that creation is whole and it is complete, and that all the answers that we need are held within it. We can move through these completion cycles. We can move through it and get better. And that will help us right our joy, because everything isn't going to feel joyful, but we can right this shit. Because we're supposed to have grief. We're supposed to appreciate life. And that's what grief does. It makes us appreciate life. It makes us appreciate the graciousness and have gratitude for just our beingness. That's what grief does. Not just to make you slow down, but slow down and think and appreciate, yeah, but not to get you stuck. We are not to be stuck. We are to slow down and to appreciate, have some gratitude for life itself, for being a member and a piece, a pixel of creation. The ability to clear and cancel out these grief feelings is definitely challenged when that emotion is stuck, when it's slow moving, and you are not able to process it. And a part of that is not us being envious, but it is the point that we are all going through the same thing, the same challenges as everybody else. We are. I'm the same as everybody else with different challenges. It's not. We the same, and we all have the same challenges. We do. The wheat field across the plain, no matter what variety of wheat you are, you definitely are going through some of the same things. Loss and death and tragedy. Gun violence and gun proliferation, all are issues. Hunger is an issue. Homelessness is an issue. Dealing with death and anxiety and depression and worry is an issue. Uncooperative households are an issue, and that is across the wheat field. So we don't envy, no, but we do recognize that we are the same and we are plagued with the same challenges. And finally, Father says we need to bring in some healing energy. We do. And it is a challenge to bring in healing energy when we don't see each other as source, as creation itself. Most people are not recognizing the fact that you, my brother, my sister, are a piece of the Most High God. You are a piece of creation, and I respect you, and I love you, just like you are a piece of God. I may not like every one of you, just like every one of you are not going to like me. We lost one yesterday, and we gained one yesterday. It ain't going to be for everybody. And honestly, you could think about that as your eternal match, your energetic match. If you flowing in your purpose and you come together in alignment in passion and purpose, passion for the purpose, that's a once in a lifetime kind of thing. That match is not, you're not going to match with most people. Like 99% of the people you're not going to match with. You just not. And you have to go on your self-discovery journey and passion in order to find that, to align with it. This is what it is for the day, y'all. It really is. You know, because this is just a reading. This is just a discussion. Father says we don't have anything else that we're supposed to say, do we? No. We'll do a reading later. Yeah. You know, we got to go do the other thing, and, be clued in and dialed into that service. And once we get a break, for that service, we'll come and hop on and do another one, But for right now, it's just a little something to think about. As a matter of fact, it's going to be two because we had to do it again because the call came through. So, Spirit is tapping me to wrap it up. It must be getting close to time. Spirit knows even when I'm getting close. So, I love y'all. I love you. If you were able to sit through this and vibe, but like I said, it's really chill today. Sometimes it's cooking with cold Crisco. We had to get it out the pan and put it in there. Can and put it in the pan. Let the Father come in and put some heat on it. Whatever temperature Father wants to put it on. Today, Father said, we on the slow cooker. We gonna do a pot roast, maybe some chili. You know what I mean? Something that you can sink your teeth into. Something hearty, something that's gonna stick to these ribs and feel the gut, that space. Something good for us. Edifying onto the soul so that we can edify the source, the Most High God. Yeah. We can edify each other on a day of comfort and connectivity. What are we going to do to right this ship, beloved? What are we going to do? Just know that I am here to partner with you. I am. I lend my voice to this space to say that I care and that I love you and that I see you just as I see myself. I see you. I see you. For anybody who doesn't feel like they've been seen, I see you. You are whole. You are complete. You are whole and you are complete. The animating force of life fills you, and with every breath you are strengthened. You have exactly what you need at this moment to get going, to get underway. There is work to do, and the work of the day requires us to put some movement. We may be having emotions. Those emotions fuel us. Feel them. Recognize them. Transmute them. Transform the energy into something that we can use. To push this shit out. Move creation forward, Son of God, Son of the Source. You are powerful, and you are whole, and you are complete. Let's get about the day. What'd you say, Father? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, my wheat. 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 Let's get it. Y'all feel it? Y'all feel it? Y'all feel it? Let's get it. Let's get it, wheat. Let's get it. Let's get about this day. There's work to do. I love y'all. Till the next time on Tears and Wheat to Roast Show, it's an ashe. Mwah.